put your hand in the scanner?
Yeah.
Again, they're like,
Detecting latent
Okay.
virus, eliminating immediately.
Excuse me, rude.
Trash bro, why'd you eat meat on the way?
I was so curious. You know,
You shouldn't have gone for
sometimes-
that kiss. Huh?
No.
non-hostile DNA did proceed to. And this tram is, I mean, it's small, but it's like a mini bullet, fully automated. There's holograph, AR holographic, and she looks like if everybody watched 2000, she looks like with this
Ah!
yeah, like welcome, please take a seat, keep your hands, and she does the whole thing. Please keep your hands inside the tram. Time serve through the windows. The lovely view. If you are problems with you, you may touch the screen and it will upset. But we'll be starting. So we will start as soon as you are sitting. You have your safety, and it has those safety harness where it's like an amusement ride bike, a big chunky one, and it has individual. The seats can move, so you can move forward to look forward, or whichever.
Each get a buck.
Was I able to hear?
Yes, I mean it's a full-on hologram.
All right, I'm just making sure because I'm not only going to suit up, but under the assumption that we're going underwater, I'm going to shut my view as quickly as possible.
And you have bionic eyes, right?
No.
No? Okay.
I have like a program in my eyes that allows me to like help with like it's like an interface, a HUD that helps with lips and stuff. That's about it.
Right. Is that like contacts, glasses, or what's the mech?
Well, it's something inside the eye, so I guess.
Oh, in that case, yeah, then I'll go ahead and, I'll be hacking into that. In the darkness, you will see blank white text from blank, just saying, I'll go ahead and tell you when it's...
Alright, fine. That works.
If everybody's seated, please. He turns around and disappears. Ooh. It's a little bit...
Be
Boom.
fun.
It's like you're pushing back into...
Whoa!
Yeah. And in a couple of seconds, it goes underwater. And it's like if you've been to like SeaWorld, for example, where they have that tank, right? Where you're in the bottom tank. That's how it feels. It's too when you go in. And for those who choose to see what's going on, essentially the water here is not brackish. It is more green than blue or clear. And you see all kinds of like weird animals. You see like gigantic natterless shell water. You saw the shark that I showed you before, the curved lip. You see what looks like schools, venomous serpents moving. I mean, imagine like a cross section of wildlife, weird wildlife, multiple eons, all crowded. Now this is bizarre. There might be a couple of fish in the lake you might recognize if you had modern day, but most of this is stuff that is either being mutated or somehow come back. And this goes pretty fast. And you can see the train actually goes into broken buildings, broken plastic chairs, a half-sunken ship, all kinds of stuff. Like you go through and you see like rows of cars. Maybe you think you might see a body here and there, maybe, or a skeleton there. But it's and it takes about 5 minutes arriving at the station. Again, appears the hologram. I'm going to in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The please release your safety harness, take your luggage, and proceed to check. Thank you.
I'll go ahead. I'll give Whisper Pat on the message that everything's good. And,
Yep.
Yeah, strap out, walk out, stretch. Well, I gotta say, that was an experience.
Yeah, this area, it's sort of circular. Come in, it's one end, there is, in front of you is a sort of a curved lobby area where they have people who are walking. And the style of clothing is very much like the 1920s, like the roaring. Even the music. In fact, the music is, it's like jazz music from the.
I think swing.
Yeah, it more like electro.
Level
if you know what and you see men and women walking around, and the floor is checkered, black, and then there's this globe, half a globe that looks like illuminates the ceiling, and actually looks like has a wireframe that looks like the actual. You have this half globe, giant size, my bedroom, and then overlaid over that is a wire map of the north. Right? But it's so you see that it has shadows because it's in wire. So it has designed to let the light go through, but you also the shape. And again, it's a map of the northern hemisphere as well, of the America pre the game. And it's like a young man was like, "Can I take your bag, sir, please? If you have weapons, we have to check them out over there. About secure locker. If you wish to stay, please go to the concierge and tell him."
All right.
Do you have any hand them any bags or luggage? If you're just staying for the day, I would recommend that you would go to this.
I'm assuming we're just staying for the day. I don't know. What do you think, guys? I guess we're basically in the hotel now.
Yeah, we need to get ourselves a lock. Blank came strapped. He has like an AK in his. That's what's been. That's what the flashlight has been attached to the time. But he'll go ahead. He'll take off his mask and everything. He'll go ahead and put it away in the lock. And see if he can like freshen up.
It's 10 new yen for the lock, and it's a weapons, swords, rifles, pistols. You get scans. The airports. The light goes, and the little readout reads out all the weapons and armor. Please check out. It's 10 new yen per day for the locker. Please put all your items. Perfect.
Yep.
I will. So.
Blank will also do so. I paid the lock.
Yep.
Does anybody have like cybernetics that are also weapons? Claw. No.
It's cool stuff. If I ever got a cyber arm, I'd probably just stick a gun in it. It'd be awesome.
About the closest I have is bone lacing.
No, that's not considered a weapon. It
Right.
might be armor.
They'll know you'll punch harder, but that's.
Very well. And you see there's several women. And you see there's two sets of doors opposite circle. And there's like two trolls. Stand. Being guarded. Well dressed. Black. Look. No, when you go to the concierge. Oh, welcome to the Pasadena. Would you be staying today, or would you the whole how?
We'll be staying for a day. Maybe we'll pin the room for later.
Room rates are starting at 250. That is single room. 500 for a double, and 1,000 if you want. 1,500. It includes, of course, meal. All meals for the first stay are free. So,
Yep.
if you wish to visit the restaurant, remember that weapons are allowed in the building, the areas, locker. If you wish to transfer your locker to your room, remember that we have cataloged all your weapons. So any need to use them will. Now, which names do you give? The real names. This is what license. Are you going to use your real name? False identity.
Are they actually checking licenses for this weird underground? If so,
Yes.
then I'm my fake for Jefferson Walker actually has an automatic weapon, unlike.
I will have to use my fake sim of David Smith.
Which are the ratings? Roll your rate.
I don't have a fake sim.
Yeah.
How do you roll a rating? My fake sim is rating.
Twice the number of
34.
dice. Twice the rating. So, I'm gonna go ahead and for
You got one.
that does glitch though, I
Yeah. So
it's
setting the
successful,
ideas, like,
but it is weird.
He has to pass it a couple of times, and he does it. And when he types, it's the typing system here is like an old typewriter. One of those typewriters individually, like the round keys. He does the same thing for that bastard. It passes. Anyone else is going to try to put a false ID or?
I literally can't. So I will actually. I'm gonna have to give my real name for this.
Okay.
Do you actually have a real sin? Is that like a trait? I can't remember.
Sin at all. Problem.
Yeah, you would have to buy it as a negative quality, in which case the biggest fake sin you have is your quote real identity.
So I'm gonna give my real name. So.
Okay.
Or
no
your
choice in
most
the matter,
commonly known fake.
My most commonly known fake name is Whisper. My real name.
If that's what the ID has.
Again, I don't have any. I don't have any. And actually forgot to buy one.
Okay.
Honestly, I wasn't aware that it was a thing when we were characters.
Well, you
so
also didn't have a lot of money for trash.
Yeah. Well, no, I was trying
You're
to make
also
a lot of
homeless,
money.
so it
I
works
just
out
spent
for
it all
you.
on shit. Yeah.
Me, I'm just stupid. I forgot to do it. I would assume I would have my sin for my regular, so it would be Kwame Palmer, and it is. I mean, technically, I have training and license to carry the rifle at least, so I'm not concerned about that. So
Yeah,
that's about it.
we can try to cover that again. Get that sorted.
You notice that they're not balking at the fact that you're using your real name. Essentially, what they want to do is tag. Anything happens, they know who to get. Go out.
In case it matters, out of the many swords I have, I brought the Mana sword and combat.
Okay.
So those are locked. And of course, I guess they just make a guest ID for trash.
Yeah.
You don't even have weapons on you, do you?
No, they're all in the.
Right, so you just stuff the drone in the locker.
Yeah, Trash Boat's not a fighter. He's vibing.
There you
He probably has no idea where.
20,000 Leagues of the Sea, don't
That's what it feels like. I'm just glad I don't have to see it.
Don't let the pressure. See, let's siege.
Well, as you go, you get cleared, and they point you to the restaurant. He says, well, there's a gala later on. You wish. They prints out a copy. Activities that are here. And as you go out, now they point you to one of the doors. One of the trolls guard the door for you. Let me see. Whisper. You're gonna have to make a card. This is basically what.
Well, what's the role? So I know.
This is going to be a fear roll. They have like a big panorama of the underwater here.
Oh, good.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It's gonna.
The fucking water, man! It's gonna kill me.
You go up the stairs. You're in the lobby, and you see. Yeah, there you go.
It's like this is literally from the Monterey Quarry, which opens up to the sea. And instead of seeing just some kelp. Well, you see mostly kelp.
It's a prehistoric shark.
Does the degree of phobia matter?
How it does depends on the reaction.
It's
extreme.
Common, moderate.
You did you make the roll?
I did. I don't. When my roll.
It should say on the quality. Let's go find. So negative quality.
It doesn't say anything. It says rating notes -10.
Okay. So yeah, you're on Chummer, and it doesn't have the info. I think it's actually in the second. It's actually in Run.
I do believe. Roll a composure.
I don't. Is that a skill?
That's a first page.
All right, on the main
attribute.
Under
attribute roll.
I had those are all plus W, which is what?
That C is charisma plus willpower.
Oh, I might actually be good. That's plus 10. That wasn't filled in. I'm gonna have to later for all those. But all right, so that's it. Situation modifiers, any?
Well, no. Let's just make a. Not.
Only 2.
Okay, you come out, and it's just quite a way. It's a very wide. It's not like right there. You can still see it. I mean, literally the outer wall outside of all the windows. So you're like, you got to put your back into the door. Like you feel like this water is gonna, I don't know anymore, crash. It's like,
yeah, exactly. It's gonna break in. It's gonna be bad.
So it's like, as long as you keep your eye on, ironically, as long as you keep your eye on the water, you feel fine. But you're not gonna go too low. It's like, and there's some people watching.
Yeah, Trash Boat's one of them. He's never seen underwater. He's like pressed up against the glass, I imagine. That hopefully that'll give Wisp more anxiety.
Just gonna like go up with Trash Boat, look outside, pat him on the shoulder, and go, "We really got to take you to a museum or something."
I like that flat one. Flaps. It's like a water bird. Cool.
I think I saw that in Pokemon. Huh.
That's a classic.
So the restaurant is, you got to go up. There's stairs that go up, and there's also an elevator. Which, the good thing about the stairs is the stairs do not, the wall on the stairs, they're back to the wall. It's covered, but the elevator is one of those elevators that is basically one of those elevators to give you a view of the outside, so they're transparent too. So if you're gonna have the choice, better to the stairs.
Yeah, I'll
Basically, this, if you played
Bioshock.
Yeah,
I was about to make a joke. Like, let's take the bathysphere ride. Only 20 new.
Yeah. Pretty much this. Water, the style is very pre-Great
Can I
Depression.
inject myself with power?
Well,
Whew, that wasn't a no, baby.
Vampirism is a superpower.
so what are you gonna do?
Well, I think the first thing we should do is freshen up so we don't smell quite like the sewer. Even the chop shop lady noticed. Feeling really self-conscious. Second thing we should do is, now that we need to go ahead, go to the clientele, shake some hands, make some introductions, and get to action.
Now, did you pay for a hotel room?
We didn't pay for, so we're basically just wandering public. You could always go back, pay him the new yen, and we got him.
Yeah, I'll go do that.
Why not? The water's so pretty. Look at all the fish.
Stop!
Look at that one. It's got teeth. Lots of them.
I ignore him completely and walk away.
So Whisper's gonna go handle the room, and once we get that refreshing, we'll come back down, public space.
Again, the room has a huge window but you have curtains.
Oh, good.
In fact, when you walk into the room, it has a control box, which has, a series of buttons. The buttons have a little structure, light, sound, music perhaps, and so temperature, right? So it has a list right by the door, and another one by the one bedroom, 2 beds. What was the arrangement?
It'd probably be the 2-bedroom case. Shifts.
So that'd be 500.
I can get us a second one.
At that point, we may as well pay for the luxury one. The
Well,
1,000.
how many people fit in that one?
Yeah.
It's too large, queen. And this one of the things is that instead of having a window, it actually has a balcony that goes outside, sort of. But again, you can cover.
I imagine we're not open door to the quote balcony. Not anymore.
No.
All right.
You have curtain covered.
We got curtains. Are you gonna buy the luxury, or just the twin bed?
Again? How much is the luxury again?
1,000.
1,000 if it's one bed. 1,500.
I mean, I can afford it, but that's state.
In which case, you could just go for the regular 2-bed, and we'll just make it.
Yeah, a regular 2-bed will do. We're only here for one night.
On this.
Well, my logic is we're only here one night, in theory. So let's. I think that. I don't know. It's up to you. Unless you want to chip in.
Yeah.
All right,
So
we'll do that.
750 for half of that.
Yeah, I can do that. So.
All right.
All right, I pay for the luxury.
Mm-hmm. Again, it has controls by the door and by the and by the beds are the ones that you can actually take out cable, so it can be used like a remote control. But it is attached to the wall. Big projection. Actually, it has an other room. It's a the luxury one has literally like a family room, bedroom, and then on the other has like small has a projection TV, couches, fridge. It's pretty good, right? This place is designed for people who I don't know, live in. Has a mini fridge, right? A bowl of pretzels, chocolates.
Don't eat any of that. That'll charge us more.
We've already paid for it. But I'm definitely using up all the soap in the shower.
Big check.
But yeah, after I hog the shower, I'll definitely. And I can sleep in luxury for a while. It'll be just like when I was in quarantine. It's for that one game, that one movie called Crab Game. Yeah, that was.
I thought it was.
I put it on the
Game.
disc.
Wait, is that the Squid?
What's that? We exist in the universe where it never came out.
We're in the cheesy ripoff.
Exactly.
That's the dimension that we're living
the
in.
Squid Game, basically shot.
Yeah, exactly. They get shot for playing.
Exactly. I was supposed to be the hopscotch champion, number 87. I had a touching couple of lines before I died in episode 3. It was great. I got to spend the rest of that day on the beach. We're going back to the U.S.
I just don't get how you can die on TV. Still, like, it doesn't.
Because on TV it's fake.
What? This guy thinks TV.
Oh dear.
And
Well,
has
at least
a
you got
ra- it
plenty
has
of
a-
TV.
It also has a radio. It's an LP player.
8-track? No, that's something else.
No, no,
Betamax.
Record?
No, I'm talking about like literally, because this one actually
Gramophone.
has everything. A gramophone.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, they have a pure Android. Alright. So you guys can enjoy the room for as much as you want. I suppose I'm on going down and talking.
I will be
Wait,
down.
hang on. I want to go hang out.
You're welcome to.
If you can give me at least a half hour, come down as well in my best.
I already took half an hour in the shower, so take your time.
That's the plan, buddy.
Alright. So
During
lessons...
like all this prep time, there's like a vaguely trash boat shaped indent in the curtains that are closed blind. He be watching fish.
I mean, you can literally go into this balcony. Out. Think about having balcony and then having glass covering, so you.
Yeah, that's actually what's really going.
Yeah.
It's less funny, but more practical.
Also, the bathroom is so big that it literally has a separate. It has a tub, hot tub, and
That's bougie. That's real bougie.
as well as having a toilet. And the toilet has its own. It has a WC because it's water.
They're all fancy and uptight. It's perfect. I can fit in. So I guess...
Eventually, you're gonna go down.
Exactly.
There is a galleria for paintings and several, right, of the hotel. You say probably about the 2 to 3 floors bottom. This building probably was 12 floors, lower 4 or 5, right? That clearly are on. And I mean, this place is not only is it expensive because it is a hotel, but everything you've seen is somebody's paid a lot of to make essentially a very niche hotel.
Yeah, there are some probably rich patrons specifically for their adrenaline drunk.
Mm-hmm.
So some corporation probably does own it. But they haven't really shown signs of which one, have they? Train didn't really have any iconography. The hotel doesn't. So, who knows? Maybe some exec is doing it independent.
It's, I mean, the only iconography is stylized key, right? And there's a lot of Art Deco stuff, right? Again, so, and a lot of the Art Deco has stylized keys in it. The best, right? That's their trademark. but you don't see any corporations. You don't see announcements or anything else, right? Other than channel TV, and the TV is the closest thing to a modern. Everything else is, even if it's a radio, if the ground evoke that the Roaring Twenties, gilded it.
Right, they're keeping very much the theme.
Everybody's dressed with the music.
Welcome to Fun City, where you pay extra for the magic. So, how would you like to go ahead for like going down, talking, mixing?
Well, again, give me a target. Go eat. Are you gonna go to diarrhea? What are you trying? What is your? Because this. Think about this place. This place also like a museum to old California, to the California of. It has all that Art Deco, but it also has in some areas it also has early cowboy. There's a cowboy room, right, which has like memorabilia of all Hollywood stuff. And there's I just intuited it's the Ronald Reagan room, right? Which you have no idea who the hell Ronald Reagan is. A room for Ronald Reagan, right?
I didn't say that.
Another room, yeah. And so it has all. This is, and it has multiple restaurants, right?
Yeah.
It has a dance floor, club, that is.
Yeah.
It has a conference room. Again, imagine a hotel, very fancy hotel, and all the things you can. There's an indoor golf course, right? With sort of very plastic. It's basically mini golf, but it's to look like a massive golf course, right?
People actually
live. It's big enough that people actually have like small.
Oh, that's fun.
But it's more of a visual illusion because it's round, right? It's one entire floor, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
So it seems big because it's around. And the walls, the walls don't have the window. They have like pictures. Golf.
Yeah. So in that case, then the most direct way forward here, I think, would be like the bar/dance floor scene, where people want to be social, and I can go there and be social, and that will allow me.
Yeah, I'm going to show you a couple of people that stand out. And everybody's dressed very fancy. Not everybody's dressed to fit the place itself, right? Because that's just and it's like going to Disney World. You don't dress, and most people don't, right? So there's a distinction between the look of the people here, and so I'm going to give you a couple of people that show up. You see this gentleman with a dog and a cane walking around. Another gentleman sitting in the corner, typing away on a portable. And then you see one of the people with looking down the window, water. And there's other people as well, but these are just 3 other individuals. There's
right. So I'm looking for a racer. So I think maybe target the young gentleman over there, Jeremy Russo. That pick is probably more like what I want, because the other 2 I don't know their association.
And he's portable computer. I'm gonna show you
He's got like a Mac for T8.
It's an Apple II.
Portable Apple II. He shrunk it down to 1/8 second its size.
Well, all right. It's probably a modern computer made to look like a portable.
Yeah, yeah.
This is what you look. You have it.
Yeah, yeah. So he's got a briefcase.
Remember, it is like we're doing the aesthetic 80 the future, so it works. Everything works according to the rules. It just looks rather
right.
And he's typing.
I apologize. I stepped away. Who's typing away?
Jeremy LaFrusse. In fact, if you look at
I see it now.
The name pops up because you're watching. And his jacket is off, and he has like cinders, Wall Street. So, are you gonna approach him?
Yeah, I will. I'll go ahead. I'll say, "Hey there, friend. Here to share a drink?"
Oh, of course. Take a seat. Bartender, 2 sour.
Oh,
and
he
puts keyboard in. Newcomer to the. You.
Oh, great. Name's Jefferson. Jefferson, pleasure. I gotta
So,
say, place looks fantastic around here. I'm just loving
mm-hmm. What brings you to this wonderful place? I
Oh.
travel all around the world, but I always it's just so you.
it. Yeah, I know what you mean. I suppose I'm around here to make a few new friends, see who's in the neighborhood now that I'm around,
Hmm?
and maybe get an idea of what else goes around. That's interesting.
Anything in particular? I think there's several meetings, clubs this. I mean, clubs there for the ball. There's a racing club. They're gonna tomorrow. I think tomorrow afternoon starts. So we have a big gala, and then there is the exotic creatures club. And there's a couple of. This is a place where people who want to indulge in their symptoms to do it. There's the Leather and Fire Club.
I've seen a few of those.
What a
big-
what a
Oh,
combination!
my man has a history.
They're very much in. The reason why I think they don't.
Ah,
Yeah, even in a world filled with fucking devil people and trolls and zombies, we have to worry about Saint.
the unchristian dwarves.
Of course, the dwarves are the
Oh, there we go. Well, I take it you're not just here to do some office work. I suppose, like looking over.
Well, I'm just catching. Say the the kind of business that I do worldwide. Well, I'm a freelance.
Oh, freelance. I was about to ask what kind of position you have.
Let's say I am a facilitator, kind of like a lawyer, work. It's
Usually,
good to be in my position because I don't owe my loyalty to any one corporation.
usually I would chalk that down to lawyer or some position, but I guess it's less legal and more.
It's a combination of things. I am a lawyer.
Then,
I am authorized by the interaction to do business mostly anywhere with, But I also I took diploma course here in international business, diplomacy, trading. I'm a man. I have to unique.
Oh, I can tell. Well, I'd probably like to keep my own personal, a little more private. But I am here for racing. I have too many friends. Well, I'm here to basically support. Gotta let them enjoy their habit.
People dismiss the for obvious caught up between the tribal council, Empire of Japan, yes, East abandoned Yuga. Illegal, well, gray market race. People don't. It's not popular. It's not, shall we say, popularly known. But people who know,
Right, one of those gray market businesses that actually have quite a bit of the money.
So maybe you should go into the racing. I think they're gonna.
Yeah, that's what my friends. I don't suppose I'll see you down there, will I?
I might pass by.
Okay. Well, I hope it does. You've been a pleasure.
I mean, I do have to take the suburban of Rome.
Well, cheers to Rome.
Maybe I'll be it then.
And clink glasses, drink, finish it off. Cans. Hope I see you again.
Yeah, as you get up. Now I remember perception.
Can in fact use your eyes.
You use them in D, except fine.
No, but it's I always the running joke was I thought that the roll was perception roll in D&D. Like
Yeah.
it was what is yeah, it's perception. Yeah, make up perception.
Alright, so I'll go ahead and make one of those rolls. Let's see how we. I got 7 dice. And I get 1 success.
I mean, this place is pretty crowded. People mostly drink and stuff like that, so you don't really notice. Aside from the people that, except for the big dog,
Yeah, very big.
Spencer, and rather kind of playful. Like it's massive. He's not jumping around. He clearly wants to do that.
Yeah, he's being an active dog.
He seems to be more than a dick.
I've got a pretty good read on the situation. I definitely report that back to everyone. That it looks like we could spend the night here. We're already paid for tomorrow. Go to this little gala of drivers and see one up there. So until then, is there anything else that we do?
You think we should to any other?
There's some other interesting people downstairs if you try. I was thinking maybe we could also scope out the room ahead of time, just in.
Are we all here?
I assume we all went downstairs. Essentially, you guys can.
Okay. Well, I will. All right. I'm assuming like the other people that are up here, Jean, Amadi, and Rex Barlow, are the other people that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's in the restaurant bar.
Also, you were right. This is high class. Literally, this high.
Yeah.
Bougie.
It's a good thing I have a couple of good suits. I will. Well, we know where there's that list.
I don't suppose the hotel just literally has a public network to connect or a host.
For security reasons, there is no one.
Okay.
You have terminal, but they seem to be line.
Right. So it's literally just.
I mean, you could try.
Yeah, I'm not looking to hack. I'm just looking to look for public. They have like this kind of register stuff.
They don't have names, so they have ball dancing. They big band, or scuba trip, bathysphere trip, and stuff like that, right. There's a lot of activities. This is actually has a lot of activities that are almost like cruise shows, music. So this is not just hotel.
This is a full vacation.
Full vacation.
So I guess on that note, so the driving event is probably publicly noted to some extent, and as an event to go. Is there any special information that is publicly available on it? We should
only the time and date. 4 or 5 hours.
Okay, so we got that at least. So that's Whisper. I think we were able to talk.
I mean, I could go up bar area. Well, actually, let me rephrase. The fella that's Amadi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just lost. I'm assuming Nazareth somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have them as like. Yeah, Amadi.
He's close. He's close. One of.
Oh, never mind. I will not go near him. I did not know that. All right, who is like the other guy? Is he like near the bar or something like that?
Yeah.
He has he actually has the dog. Is it like a seeing eye dog or
no? Just
what breed is the dog?
Is great.
Is that a rare breed? Sure.
Yes. Most common pets died out, but rich people. But that it's close to the situation that happened.
Yeah.
Future, but there are no apes that. But yeah, a lot of them have been brought back.
I get the only other question I have is would I recognize the dog?
It's a dog. Hell, species besides dog.
I will actually go up to Barlow. We'll go next to him. I'm assuming he's at the bar or something.
Yeah.
I will.
He's leaning against the bar. And when you come in, the dog sort of. The gentleman puts. Sir. And he motions you to put your hand out so the dog.
All right, I see it. Hand out.
And kind of looks at Mr. Barlow. Sir. Scritch, Scritch.
Oh, it's so cute.
He thinks, Well,
Assuming straight at me, he says that.
yes.
That's okay. Good. So I actually just let
Mhm.
say, your breed.
It's a great breed. Oh, I was able had to. I call him my third.
Oh, thank God you didn't say Scooby.
Mhm.
Because that would be hilarious. No. Pleasure, sir.
Oh, Rex.
I extend mine. Palmer.
Mhm.
Real quick, and do I know anything about the Barlows or who they are in terms of like business history eventually?
Knowledge corporate perhaps would be a thing.
I have knowledge administration with a corporate specialization. Does that count?
You can roll.
That's so specific. So useful.
Any situation modifier?
No.
Today
Nope,
is just the
one.
one success day.
One success.
You recognize the Barlow as old Yukas. Oh, they are like the Rockefellers.
Yeah.
They are known clean energy. Big revolution came in the first century. They were the first to get into it. So literally, they are like the rock windmill.
Is there a specific company that I would? It's probably like the most famous company of theirs. You know, like how like Ford is literally Ford and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's like in this case, it's called Interstellar, Intersolar.
Okay. Well, I would say
like the Rockefellers with Standard Oil.
I would actually say the very Barlows that are in control of it.
Whoa, a great grandfather, the ground. One of the few that, while it is rich, sought
Impressive.
surviving in a little.
I know that quite well. Not literally. Stand.
I hope you know.
Reason? Are you?
Isn't that right? And when the dog, he pets the dog, and the dog, you realize teeth, they're not natural, they're metal.
Oh,
Yeah, this is a cyborg. But
Fuck yeah.
All right. Oh fuck! It's Rex from Vegas.
Vegas. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, cybernetic.
you know that this dog, if it were to bite somebody,
It'll hurt like a mother. That's what it'll
Hell,
do.
where the king
I'm talking to the king right now.
No, it's like
I say I'm not here to collect anything, Mr. Barlow.
But I'm sure
Who wouldn't? This. I'm actually curious to know. I'm assuming Blank give us the info on the club or all that.
I think this happens to him.
Yeah.
All right.
He's
All right,
talking to this other fellow. Talking.
All right. So if that's simultaneous, or who are maybe involved in racing.
Well, the bar we are promoting a solar bar, so that the Ring of Fire should.
I wish you luck too.
Very interesting, especially because we expect a lot of sentient typhoon. 3. When he says sentient typhoons in this world, because of elemental force, spirit forces, literally there are storms that are sentient.
They're living storm.
And yup.
They are literally a storm. I mean, think about a hurricane or a typhoon also being one or more collective nature spirit. And just manifest. In fact, one of the reasons why LA flooded.
Sentient storms ever.
So the category system had to be remade for the 21st. It goes down from category 1 to
shit.
And it doesn't, and it's like category 1's hurricanes today are not considered hurricanes. Severe. It starts around
incomprehensibly terrifying.
I say that. Well, I do wish him luck. The solar storm. I'll ask. But I'm actually looking for those who might be more interested. Vehicle racing, regular, long, the lost.
Well, there is. I should probably. It's always good to see.
There was.
It's always good. I mean, I don't sponsor Toyota, but I do find that it improves my survival. The person will know what they're doing.
Out of character, who was a driver in?
Trash boat is the only thing he does.
I will actually say to Mr. Barlow, no, pretty self. Perhaps maybe I could introduce you.
Well, I mean, it would be full.
No, I'm allergic.
The type of thrill seekers, they work.
I was really thinking that this whole time, Griffin, but I was like, no, I'm gonna just go with it.
That you're the unaugmented driver we need.
Yeah. He has implants too, but they don't have anything attached to them, so they're just kind of there. He's literally nothing.
I think worst case scenario will that happen.
This sign you for a contract later.
Yeah, but remember it has to be unaugmented.
That was the other criteria.
Oh, I didn't know they were looking for a driver.
I think I got a couple costumes.
Yeah.
Hey, honestly, you just need to put some makeup on him. He's a very pretty boy. He's very pretty.
Your
needs a shower.
Your contact is.
I actually will ask hello two things. First, what is it that you
avoiding?
Don't we all, to be fair?
To be honest, I'm more of a future. I look at the future. To be the kind of person help.
I wish we actually had more for my line of work. Unfortunately, it's very about it. Then I asked.
How do you? I'm gonna ask you. He asked you a question. How do you feel about the current 6?
Can't worse, or else we'll be in the 7.
And when you say that, he chuckles. The dog kind of looks at him. That's the head tail like.
That's a rarity from him, I'm guessing. I actually say after that, always better. Seems like too much already fracked.
So, are you a kind of person that looks, or do you think that we should leave everything?
My past was all about treading ground, finding a way. Say that finding new ground is always.
He stands, and now that he stands full side, he's a good 6'4", 6'5".
He's basically slightly taller than.
Yeah.
And slightly shorter track boat.
Yeah. And he says, "You and I." I'm like, it's very difficult and interesting, and someone who's aware that things. Perhaps he hands you a card, plain old. That's his name.
Yeah.
Right? That's a number and an address on the matrix.
It's a business card.
Yes.
Is it colored in egg? Is it colored eggshell with a very thick base watermark?
No, it's plain white. Although you do notice that the paper is pretty seasoned. So yes, this would be the card that is so simple, it would win in a competition of who has the best cards.
Yeah.
Because it's so unassuming.
You ever
and
see
so
that?
exact.
You ever see
Yes,
American Psycho?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the whole
I'm
confrontation,
thinking that scene where they're literally like drawing cards like they're fucking swords.
Yeah. But this would be the card where their boss shows up, just
Cool.
puts the card down and goes, "Gentlemen, are we working or what?"
I like that. I actually do have business cards myself too for my professional life. I give them up.
Mostly business cards also have AR cards.
Ooh.
Plain old.
Now that's interesting. Okay. So I will take his card. I will offer mine if it's it. And I say,
and he has he has a holder.
Yeah.
Which has his cards and then has slots for.
Very good. And I will say to Mr. Barlow, pleasure.
Perhaps we can converse.
Well, this is at least not a total loss. We got possible.
He did find a guy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's also like basically the richest man in the fucking world, so we can never cross him.
Yeah. Oh, yep. But he could give us some money to do stuff like.
And what's interesting, now you think about it, he is one of the richest men in the world who is not head of or a member of a corporation.
Yeah, that too.
He said basically, "I am not my family business," which is very rare because that's where the real money power is supposed to lie. Why would he even mention it? What he would...
Well, let me ask this: is there any sort of checker skill, like to maybe discern, possibly like hidden interpretation?
That would be corporate etiquette.
I have
corporate.
I have etiquette, high society. Where's corporate? That would be a knowledge.
There is also a judge.
Yeah.
What is judge? Is that
charisma and intuition on the first page.
I'm very good at that. I'm good at that too. I have a 10.
Well, if you have that, I'll give you +1.
Okay. 4 successes.
Basically, it's a guy's just. I mean, if you think about it, the guy just did I am so rich that I do not need to have the extraterritoriality of my corporation. Right? I'm so confident in my position that I forego all.
Well, my question is, I know he's flexing, but is he flexing to just show dominance, or is he flexing because he can?
Because he.
Okay.
It also seems to be like he's sending him that he is different. Not he's like literally like the girl who says, "I'm not like other."
Yeah.
This is
That's
the guy
basically
who,
what
like, later
other
on is going to step up
billionaires.
and be like,
Yeah.
I have a plan for California.
Yep. Yeah. He's the.
You're going to see him later.
He's gonna be the anarchist captain. I love it. Well,
that's just the whole future.
This is an anarcho-capitalist futures.
That's true. Well, I would say that's a conversation. Who wants to talk to the guy near the window? Because
So as you do that, as you sort of do a perception.
What would that
be a skill?
That actually is. I can't find it. Oh wait, there it is. I found it. Am I searching for anything?
Just roll.
I imagine it's slightly more like.
No.
2 successes.
You notice 3 individuals in a corner just having a conversation, but a very guarded. It's the kind of conversations where, they're trying to play it cool, but they don't want anyone to notice that they're having a conversation. The kind of Ocean's 11 type conversation where people are talking, but looking around the room like that, like talking past each other, right? But not directly at each other. All 3 of them are 2 men and.
Can I read their lips?
You could try. That would be perception threshold. To get
second. No modifier, right? 3.
you catch as the woman is sort of doing the go and grab a drink, right? Pass saying something, right? He said code, but you don't see the other individual because the other person
back turned to
right?
me. Yeah.
Yeah. So she says, "Do you have the code?" And then walks order.
All right, I got something there.
He looks like he said something because you also learn how to read people are talking your shoulders, but you can't tell what he said because
yeah, that's fine.
unless you have.
I would like to go to here.
Yeah.
And I will say to him, spoke with somebody, but help us race. However, and I use my eyes to point the table where the men are, where they are in that convo.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose here's a sort of question. Does that group looks well dressed for this area and doesn't look like distinctive in any necessary? Okay. Blink sort of shrug. Just a couple have. I guess here's a quick question. Eric's perception check. Is there anything that is unwired in the area? This would probably include those people's compliments.
They don't seem to have, which is weird.
That is very weird, and also means that there's not much I can do. So Plank just kind of shrugs and goes.
But you do see that everything AR. So you can probably the AR is wired. But again, it's one of the security features where the AR and the rated, right? So you could probably mess with the AR.
Right. I could probably do something if there was an AR element close to them that is like listening for their voice to say something. If they don't have their only way of interacting with the AR is what the hotel gives them, which I imagine projects like holograms to you or something. Mm-hmm. So it probably has a speaker there, and I can use them. So what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and I will summon up a sprite. That sprite can go ahead and just keep track of locations on that microphone for me, the special. So, let me go ahead and pull that up. I gotta go to my domain. I'm attempt to pile a specialized bonuses, and I'm just gonna go for a level 2. It's anything I just need its power. Sprite defense 1, so I got the 1 task, that's all I need. And I resist the. So, next step. I gotta actually book this one. It's not one that I'm to ever use, but it comes just in. Give me half a second. Sprite power. I believe I am. That tags persona simple. Yeah, I think if you'd allow it, I could probably go with, which is just chord goes. I got a double. There we go. That's a courier sprite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Use sprite successfully beat the target, hack plus residence sleep into firewall. Okay, so maybe I did one in Vigor.
It's 6. Your overall target.
Yeah, in which case I probably didn't want to go as low as a 2. I thought this would be a power that. So, let me go ahead and roll one.
And the target is it's double, so it's that way. Because simply it's a pretty sophisticated AR holographic projection, right? So it looks very sharp rather than having.
Okay, so I'm gonna summon a level 6 one. Here we go. Same deal, but I got and it rolling 12 dice in order to pass. We go ahead. I'm just gonna go ahead and roll freestyle. That is 1, 2, 4. It's rolling intuition plus firewall, which is probably just double device.
Totally.
I would have a nightmare.
Oh god.
Trust me, I've had to read and reread these rules just to make sure I know what to say.
You beat it by 1.
Ooh. Oh, that's very.
Let me tell you. I was reading Cyberpunk Red a little while ago. My God, it is actually doable because they actually make it somewhat simple.
That's an improvement.
They do, but it's still a fucking nightmare going on net.
Here, this is just a set of actions, and I'm doing weird stuff because I'm the weirdest character possible. So speaking of weird stuff, here's what it does. It runs silent and is protected by the rating of the spy 6. It'll log everything the icon does for each host that enters, details the application, engages with. Essentially, if it's just the microphone, it'll be whatever it picks up, and at the end of the time determined by the sprite's owner when placed, transfers itself and its accumulated data to the sprite once it... So, I'm just going to set a deadline of whenever it stops receiving signals from people sitting at the table. The table's gone way quiet, like 5 minutes.